Hello everyone, I'll give you a quick overview of our first class. Actually it was our second class, but most of the students were here only today, so I consider this our first class. We started with conformity. The idea of conformity was very dangerous, and it was very real, and people who wouldn't know what conformity is could be trapped in the conformity cycle very easily. The video we have seen about conformity was very striking. If it was only one person, if the lonely person sees the smoke coming under the door, would immediately react and leave the classroom. But if you are together with a group, you wouldn't necessarily react quickly, and perhaps you stay in the room quite too long because all the others are staying. So that was a good example of conformity. And then we spoke about how conformity might be affecting us. And then when we realized nobody is responding, I said, why do you think you are not responding? Why do you think you are not speaking? Because if you speak, others will think about you things that you don't want them to think about you. You know, he talks too much, she talks too much, or she takes too much time off the class. Oh, look at him or look at her. Very smart. So at the end of the day, conformity was affecting our potential. Not potential, but affecting our journey to our potential. Perhaps we wouldn't achieve our potential because of the conformity trap. And we said, this semester we will be speaking about the traps, the biases, and the things that are underestimating our performance or hindering our performance for our optimum lifestyle or A+ version of our life. We spoke about three separate or three different stages of our lives, and we said there'll be this beginning or preparation up to 25 years old, and then after 25 to 65 there's this optimal window for a good life, or you know, optimum hayat penceresi, we said. After 65, things are still good, but not going any better years past. So we said, what do we do between 25 and 65? Where do you spend our time most? And the answer was the work. So if we spend most of our time at work, I think it's a good idea to know the rules of the engagement, if you like. If we know the rules of the game, where we spend most of our life, or most enjoyable period of our life, if we spend that time in work, we shall know the rules. And trial and error is not the best way to learn the rules. You wouldn't go to a doctor if he learned being a doctor trial and error, or you wouldn't give a car to your sister if she is going to learn driving with trial and error. So experience and trial and error will take too much time for us to achieve our optimum learning. And in the business world, if we are going to achieve our goals through professional life and becoming a manager, a good manager, it may take 150 years of time for learning everything required through trial and error. We don't have that much time. So it's a good idea to come to class and attend the class, be active in the class, ask questions, and learn all the arsenal tools and gadgets, mental tools for managing others and managing self. We spoke about Critical thinking. Critical thinking was the ability to focus into the data and isolate the data from its frame, and being able to understand the root cause of issues. Being able to think critically means not to jump into conclusions. First, try to look into the root cause of issues. And then we looked into optimism bias, a good thing in a way and a dangerous trap in another way. But optimism bias was a natural inheritance in our genes, and we should be optimistic about life and future, because if you are not optimistic, if you're pessimistic, people tend to stop trying. And we should be aware of our optimism bias and, I guess, manage ourselves to achieve our goals. Boys and girls, you shared with me your dream life, the way how you want to spend your life. And I said, if you are going to achieve this through professional life, like making some money for a while and then living the life that you dream, we can focus on management, managing others, managing self, so that you achieve your targets through professional life. I appreciate your attendance, and I appreciate your interaction in the class to improve learning. Have a nice week.